Alright, so you're from Halifax, Nova Scotia, eh?
That's it, born and raised.
Do you want to talk a little about some of the people that you were rapping with when you were growing up there?
Well, I'm a little bit older than most of them cats, and I kind of missed out on the whole Canadian hip-hop scene because back in '97, I had an opportunity to go to LA, and I lived there for about 10 years, and that's pretty much where my career blossomed, and, you know, that I kind of got in, like, early and had all the opportunities before paying dues, and when I actually, you know, didn't, I would say I probably didn't deserve it as much then. I had money, people, and investors, and one deal led to another, and it was always, you know, the first record deal, I did a bunch of collabs, I made an album, and I wasn't that great, but whatever, it opened doors for the next record deal, and then the next one, it was like stepping stones, so I kind of like found my way and grew as an artist, but had all the opportunities in the beginning where I wish I had those opportunities now because my career was kind of backwards in that sense.
Yeah, the hip-hop scene came up later in Canada.
Yeah, pretty much, and that's when record deals were, you know, that's when they were giving them out. Now it's all about internet, and, you know, the guys that have talent and raw talent, they never seem to be the guys that are put on. It's like, you know, if you have a rapper that eats dog shit in his video, he's probably going to get 4 million views, and he's going to be known as the rapper that ate dog shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And labels will pick up on that because they already know that he has a following, that he has sales or whatever it is, and he might even be on Jay Leno, like you could be fucking that little cat Krispy Kreme and do some John Cena shit, and motherfuckers know who you are before they know Johnny Rourke, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
true, man. Yeah, then they blow up all over the place, man.
Like, that's the internet, you know what I'm saying? And if you ain't grinding hard or have a street team or people that, you know, the younger generation, which is probably 2 generations behind me, like, doing that shit for you, then you're not really getting anywhere. You're kind of treading water, and it is what it is. And, you know, the music business takes money, it takes dedication, and it's pretty hard to, you know, support a family and live like that because it's a selfish dream, you know what I'm saying? And for me, music is like back burner. I still hold the talent, I still practice, I still do my thing, I still freestyle every day, and I still, you know, I'm still owning my craft, but at the same time, it's not as realistic because I got kids to feed, you know what I mean, I got bills to pay, and anybody that tells you that they're fucking living a life off of rap music is pretty much full of shit unless they got a song on the radio or they're on much music or they're touring with big people, and that's the life, you know what I'm saying? If you live in that life, then damn sure ain't making no living off of hip-hop unless you got, like, crazy ventures going on in clothing lines and as a promoter doing shows and whatnot, you know what I mean? Like, that's a full-time job.
Crazy different avenues and lanes at the same time.
Pretty much, and it's hard to support that without an investor or the right money behind it. You know
it's all money nowadays. Like, to get anywhere, you got to pay some guy a bunch of money for him to do something for you to do this. Like,
exactly.
It's just there's a business in every aspect.
Yeah, they've taken the whole, like, music and made it pretty much a business now.
Well, everything is business. There's businesses behind the business.
Even Drake is a perfect example. Like, that guy's got enough money that he could probably put 10 people on in Toronto, but you don't see it happening. And it's like, you might scratch your head, but it's like, shit, it's like crabs in a bucket. Like, it's not just Toronto, it's all across Canada. Like, if you make it, you make it, but you really don't. You have to do some convincing to get labels to back your fucking ideas and your people and everything else. And yeah, he got The Weeknd, but The Weeknd's dope as shit, and that was probably a gamble for him too. But he's also got, like, friends that he grew up with and are mad talented that could use the opportunity and all them doors are open. Like a guy like Bishop Brigante could probably blow if Drake just focused on him and just fucking, I'm gonna pay attention to Bishop right now and I'm gonna make it his turn and let him shine. It would take a guy like that to knock that motherfucker out the park, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
because Bishop got the talent, he got the drive, the ambition, but he ain't no motherfucking no beggar or no coattail rider neither, you know what I'm saying? He's his own man, and I know that about him. Like, he's a personal friend of mine, and I don't mean to make this about him. I'm just using that as an example. It's like, you know,
we talked to...
Nobody want to kiss ass to nobody for nothing because everybody's their own individual artist, and it's all about opportunity, perfect timing, and money more than anything, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Let's switch up the topic a little bit, and you got a song with Dre, eh?
Well, yeah, I can tell you how that happened. A lot of people don't understand how that really happened, and I never really got an opportunity to explain that situation. But I met Dre a couple times in LA, just briefly, you know, shook his hand. He's a quiet guy. He keeps to himself. He's not all about that. And, you know, there's a hidden rule in Hollywood. When you meet celebrities, you don't jock them and you don't fucking say a bunch of crazy shit, because that's what groupies and little fans do. You know what I'm saying? But, like, fellow artists and producers, you just hold your own. And if those people pick up on you or take interest, then you just ride with it. But other than that, like, I was in, I'm out west right now. I've been out here for a couple of years, but I was in Toronto for about 6 years after being in Hollywood for 10. And when I was in Toronto, when MySpace was still cracking, believe it or not, fucking, I got a message from Doggy Style Records, which is, everybody knows which is Snoop's label.
Yeah.
And they had offered me, and you know, I didn't take it personal, but I took it serious because I knew that I had something different to bring to the table. Like, they were probably offering this distribution deal to a bunch of artists that they took interest in or thought were dope or whatever. But I probably wasn't the only one, almost guaranteed. But the point is, I had an investor who had like millions of dollars, and I was like, okay, this is the perfect opportunity for me to holler at my investor and say, look, here's the situation. Doggy Style Records wants to offer me a distribution deal and distribute my record to them, where they're probably going to make a grip of money. I make shit, maybe a couple dollars on the record if I'm lucky, and that's how they want to do it. But I came at them, went and got an entertainment attorney with my own money, got my investor, and offered them. I said, look, what if I put up like $250,000 or even up to $500,000? Will you guys match it? Well, they thought that was an attractive deal because most artists can't come to the table like that, you know what I'm saying? So we flew them to Toronto, paid for the hotel, paid for the flights. The vice president, Snoop's vice president, came down with the A&R.
That's dope.
And they brought in, and we negotiated for like 3 days. The deal didn't go through. It was a crazy deal. Like, they only offered me like $25,000 advance. It was like a 30-page contract. They offered me a fucking Doggy Style Records gold chain and 2 singles with Snoop on my album. But in the contract, it was like there's no guarantee when your album's coming out. So I never really had there was no budget laid out. There was no timeline, no dates. And, you know, you're on a label with like 40 other artists that have been sitting there for years. Like, when's the last time Snoop put out an artist? Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Like, what, E. White, fucking Doggy's Angels. You know, the only ones that were successful were Eastsiders, and that fell apart, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was looking at, and giving up my, like, I had a manager/investor contract, so you don't really make decisions when you do that. They make decisions, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't in my best interest to go for that deal, and they wanted 100% of my publishing, which was retarded, which is crazy.
Wow.
That's some Suge Knight shit he tried to pull on me that got pulled on him, you know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, you want all my publishing? And the only thing I would have got out of the deal was bragging rights to say I'm signed to Snoop, and I'm from Canada, and I can run around Toronto with this Doggy Style Records chain ready to get robbed, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy. So none of it made sense, but it was like, it was a comment, but it really didn't go to my head because I knew that I kind of bought my way into that situation, you know what I'm saying? That's what I took interest in, and I knew that. I'm humble enough to know that, but they brought five tracks with them for me to demo, and they were here for 3 days, so they're like, they kind of put me on the spot under pressure, which, you know, pressure busts pipes. That's when I work at my best. Yeah. So they're like, go in the studio with these 5 tracks, and we want to see what you can do on the spot. So I had to literally go get studio time, paid for it for myself. I flew my producer down from Cali so he could come for this opportunity that I thought was huge. And I was like, yo, dude, I got these guys up here, you know, I need you in the studio with me, boom, boom. I've been working with him for like 15 years. So anyways, one of the tracks was produced by Dre. And on the track, when they sent it, you know how sometimes like there's a tag attached to a beat or something when you get it? And, you know, they don't really delete it, whatever it said, but it said Busta Rhymes featuring Eve and Stat Quo, which is that cat from Shady Records. And so the beat was originally, it was a Dre beat that was originally for Busta, Eve, and Stat Quo, but never came out, so it became exclusive to whoever they were going to give it to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was obviously scratched. So I took that beat, went in, did did a solo song called Now You Know, which I shot a video for. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. But then there was another song. One of the demos was produced by Jermaine Dupri. And it was empty. It was empty, but it had a verse on it from Birdman. So I was like, shit, this is crazy. So I called that song $1 Million Dreams, because what else you gonna talk about with Birdman? That's all he talked about is Beverly's houses and fucking, you know what I mean, stupid shit that none of us have.
Yeah.
So I just flipped it and made it $1 Million Dreams. You know what I mean? I got the $1 Million Dreams on my mind, that type of shit. So I did that. Boom, they liked it. And then 2 other songs called Price of Fame and this other one called Die Hard were the 2 tracks that they gave me without Snoop on them, but just beats, empty. And they're like, these are the 2 singles that we're going to have Snoop on, and there's going to be a video for them if you sign this deal. But once again, no guarantee of the album coming out. Yeah. No guarantee my project next. No guarantees in nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why the contract was bizarre. My lawyer's looking at it like this is a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They must have thought you were just going to read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where I got those songs. They're legit. It was real. But I kind of just... I'm not going to say I stole them. I just used them to my advantage. I was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to put these songs on an album. It's obviously not released in, you know, in stores or anything, and I'm not really making money off it. I'm just like putting artwork together, putting an album together, and I'll put them on there, and then I'll just, you know, I buy 1,000 copies of an album, and it costs me $1,200, so that's like $1.20 an album. To me, I give out those albums everywhere I go. That's how I promote myself, and $1.20 to give away is more gratifying for me when I get a fan who I don't know in a mall or something, or wherever I go. If I'm working in the oil field, I give them out to people, and then when they hit me up like a week, 2 weeks later, and they're like, yo, this fucking album's dope, the song number 9 is sick, and they add me to Facebook. That's more gratifying than $10 to me, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I work, and that's how I promote my shit. I think it's silly for, you know, some people think they have to go to the Eaton Center in Toronto and sling albums all day. It's like, dude, you're better off giving that shit to people if it's dope, because if you sell them some shit for $10 and it isn't dope, then you only gonna piss them off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got nothing to lose by giving away your music, especially if it's not going anywhere at the time. You're just sitting on shit and it's collecting dust. Like, what's the point? You might as well get something out of it, you know what I'm saying? And I try to encourage people to do that, but not everybody has the same opinion or feels that way, and that's just what it is.
No, everyone works for the short term, and they just want to grab that money as quick as possible. That's what everyone's interested in, but you got to think for the long term, or you get nowhere.
For sure.
Who else, some other artists that you have beats with or that you've collabed with?
Let me see. Well, like earlier, like, you know, when I was in Hollywood, I worked with a lot of people. The first celebrity artist that I was a fan of growing up that I worked with was Sticky Fingers.
Really? Word.
And that was dope to me. You know, we hung out and we became friends, and we're personal friends now. Like, anytime he comes to Canada, I get some shows with him and stuff with Bishop and Smack the Ripper in Toronto and shit. And went on stage with them fools while they were, you know, doing slam, and that was pretty crazy, you know. But
you checked that new Onyx album out yet with the Snow Goons?
No, I never heard it yet, dog. But I'll be copping that shit for sure. I'm kind of weird like that. I don't listen to radio. I don't really keep track on trends or what everybody else is doing. You know, like there's certain people I'm feeling like when I hear them on the radio, and I wonder like, holy shit, this guy's been around forever, but why the fuck is Juicy J just famous now? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, how did that happen? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy how the game works. But, you know, I like certain things and certain people, and I wonder how they get there and how they got there and how they got the opportunity. But it's all about timing, money, and opportunity. Like, you know, Yellow Wolf is dope as fuck to me. Like, that's crazy. But, like, why the fuck would you go on Eminem's label, dude? Like, why don't you got your own label and make your own negotiations? And, like, you're that dope that you could have just ran your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that whole deal, you know what I'm saying? And,
yeah,
you know,
the label, the power of the label.
They're two of the best rappers in the game for me right now.
Yeah.
I like 50 Cent, you know. I still like 50 Cent. I like, you know, like French Montana. Like, I like that guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get that shit. But, you know, a lot of stuff that I listen to isn't really as popular as it should be. Like, you know, I try to turn people on to Vinny Paz as much as I can because I think he's such a great artist, you know? Yeah. And it's like, don't nobody really know who the fuck Vinny Paz is unless you're like a real head, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. You like Self?
When you turn people people onto him. It's like, wow, that's crazy.
You like Self?
Who's that?
Self-titled.
Yeah, them guys are dope. He got a partner too, right? Self-titled in
Apathy?
Yeah, Apathy, yeah. Those guys are fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of people, those are super talented, but Push the Cream is way more popular.
Yeah. I know, it's fucking weird.
It's like, you know what I mean? I would like to hang out with Push the Cream for a day more than I would Self-titled, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you might have a bit more fun.
Yeah, like they'll be like, who you want to hang out with? You got one pick. I'd be like, Kevin Hart, Krispy Kreme. You know, like I ain't thinking about hanging out with Fat Joe right now. I don't want to hang out with Krispy. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Word, man. All right, well, so what do you got coming up? Like, what's your the futures for Johnny Rourke right now?
Man, I'm working on this new album, and I'm taking my time with it because obviously there's no great demand, no rush. I'm not an internet head. I don't like run around spamming and bugging people, you know what I mean? I talk a lot of shit on Facebook, but it's always real. It is what it is. You know, I'm pretty opinionated, and sometimes I may come off negative or mad at the world or whatever it is, but shit, I go to bed mad, I wake up mad. That's what it is. I'm 2,000 miles away from my kid. Yeah. And that's the most important thing in the world to me. So, you know, when you're out here turning wrenches in the trenches, that's all you can do, you know what I mean? It's just fucking eat, sleep, and shit, oil field money, and go to camp with a bunch of smelly-ass motherfucking cowboys from Alberta. And, you know, I ain't living the dream. I ain't doing what I want to be doing, which is making music and obviously being on tour. And that's why I can't watch that shit. I can't watch, you know, check what people are doing because it makes me crazy. Like, I'm the type of guy that watches The Voice or American Idol, and you know, I ain't no bitch, but I'll start fucking crying when I see somebody with passion and they're living their dream and they're getting that opportunity and they're dope, and I'm just like, fuck, I want to be there so bad. I want to be that guy. I want to let the world know what I got. I want to shine, but to get on that stage and to get that huge opportunity to put yourself out there to the world, it takes opportunity, timing, money, everything, right? And it's like, you know, I could do a little intimate and interactive show in front of 100 people in fucking Red Deer, and they'd be like, damn, that was dope, that guy's sick. But shit, that ain't 10 million people. I ain't doing a show at the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? So how the fuck they gonna know? Yeah. You know, and it's
exactly.
Like, you know, I did the music. I make music because I've been doing it for like 15 years, but I still do it because I rely on strangers and the feedback from strangers, not my friends and family. Nobody, I don't have yes men around me. I don't have none of that. Like, I'm pretty much solo dolo, one-man fucking gang. Like, that's how I roll. With a ton of friends that love me just for me. But, you know, I'm kind of weird. I'm kind of, you know, I'm an introvert. Like, I'm just different. So, you know, like, if I ever have an opportunity to play for, like, you know, 20,000 people, I ain't going to fucking slip up. I ain't going to trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to get it done. But it's hard to get that opportunity, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. When was your last big break or opportunity that you had?
Probably that little Snoop Dogg thing, man. Like, I was excited about that. I was, like, having fucking visions of Grammys and everything. It was crazy. Yeah. But that, you know, that never panned out. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of people, you know, say to me, oh, dude, I would have took that deal. Fuck, Snoop Dogg, don't give a fuck. Yo, you don't understand. If you got a manager and you got a lawyer, dude, what's 20% of fucking 25 grand?
And plus
you're giving up 5 grand right there to your manager. Okay, now you got 20. Now another 20% for the lawyer. Okay, now you're down to fucking 15 grand. Shit, I spent 15 grand in a month on fucking fat bitches and blow.
And now they have, now they got like those 360 deals, which are like even worse.
And they always had those 360 deals. They were always fucking plan B alternative options, you know what I'm saying? It was that caters to the fucking, to the independent labels, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that, you know, people come across and like, oh, we got universal distribution, we got distribution through Sony, universal, like, well, fucking anybody can get that. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean shit. Are they gonna market you? Are they gonna fucking promote you? Are they gonna put all this money behind you?
Yeah,
But yo, cuz I got some company coming right now. Horrible time, and I didn't realize that they won't be here so quick. And they beeping on the other line right now. It's a big fat girl. She's in a taxi right now. She brought a casserole with her, and yeah, I'm good.
Go get it, man. Get it tonight.
Yeah, man, it's all about breaking records, and I appreciate you guys. guys, man, and I love your grind, and I see what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
And if anything I can do to help or promote you guys, or if you ever need another interview, or
for sure. For sure.
Contacts, some artists from Cali, whatever it is, I can hook you up with some people.
Yeah, man, we'll finish up the interview too another day. We'll have you back on for like a follow-up or whatever in a month or two.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, let's stay in touch, man.
Like that's a beautiful thing.
Oh, I appreciate you reaching out to us, man.
I appreciate that too, man. I hope it was good for you guys.
Oh, for sure.
All right, cuz.
All right, man. Have a good night, eh?
You too, buddy.
Okay, talk to you later.